Understanding the stress response, you have to first understand how your body works with regards to stress and what stress is. When you were in like 7th or 8th grade science class, they probably taught you about the fight or flight response, the fight or flight, rest and digest, sympathetic, parasympathetic. What a lot of people don't realize, and actually I didn't even realize until I was in college, is that every single cell of your body has two sets of innervations, has two sets of nerves, two connections to the central nervous system. One is parasympathetic and the other is sympathetic. One is fight or flight and one is rest and digest. So your stomach, when you're in a stressful situation, one set of nerves is controlling it, and when you're calm and relaxed, a different set of nerves from a different part of your spine are controlling it. That sympathetic response is controlled from nerves that leave the spine between T1 and L2. That's the first thoracic vertebra, and then L2 is the second lumbar vertebra. Basically, where your rib cage is where the sympathetic nervous system is. It doesn't happen in your brain. That sympathetic response is a primal, basic response to a stressful situation to keep you alive in the next hour, 24 hours. When those nerves are engaged, the response doesn't care about survival in a month. It's not worried about digesting your food. It's not worried about your immune system. It's not worried about repairing anything. It just wants to survive right now, survive the fight that you're in, or get away from what's going to kill you. The problem with that is most of us are not in situations where our lives are in danger all the time, but when a neurological impulse is constantly telling us that we're in a fight, then at a cellular level, we think we are. So that neurological impulse is something we're going to talk about, how to turn that down, right? The second part of the stress response, or a different part of the stress response, the stress response has multiple components. It's really a complex, really elegant system in the body. But we're going to talk about it in the context of neurological and chemical. And neurological impulse, the sympathetic response, the sympathetic nervous system overfiring. The chemical response, once that's happening, then your adrenal glands start producing cortisol and adrenaline and noradrenaline. You hear, whenever I think of adrenaline, I think of the Incredible Hulk. When David Banner first figured out that he was the Hulk, it's adrenaline rush, just, and he has all these ideas of strength and yeah, but that's what happens in real life. We have this adrenaline rush, and it's supposed to be there to help us to fight or to get away. But when it's there constantly, when it's constantly firing, then it becomes a problem, because our body is not designed to have that constant adrenal flow, that constant flow of adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol in our bodies. And the result is sickness. Look at all disease. If you look at all disease, from the common cold to cancer and everything in between, diabetes, heart disease, it's all the result of overstress, of chronic stress in the body. You know, when you have too much stress, when your body's in this state of fight or flight, the immune system is compromised. So, you know, viruses take hold, bacteria takes hold, cancer cells outgrow the pace at which the immune system can identify them and get rid of them. The key to managing your health, or the most important thing that any of us can do to be healthy and to be as healthy as possible, is to downregulate our stress response and understand that stress is good. Stress makes life interesting. You know, stress, getting married is stressful, having a baby is stressful, falling in love is stressful. All these good things that happen in life cause that stress response, the same way as getting divorced and someone dying and breaking up with that loved one, right? All these things happen, our bodies respond. The physiological response is very similar, whether it's a good stressor or a bad stressor. What we have to do is learn how to downregulate and manage the stress response so that we don't become a slave to it.